Everybody, and welcome to today's tutorial. And today it's going to be a Python tutorial video. And today we're going to talk about function closures or nested functions, which is when a function is in another function. So basically, today's tutorial video is not going to be the same as normal times, because normal times I go on the IDLE on my Windows computer, my old one, but now it died. I can't use it anymore. I can't open it up. When I open it up, it's just a black screen. I think the processor is dead. It was a good computer. I used it for 3 years, and I learned a lot from it. So yeah, but now I'm in a new computer, obviously, and it's a Mac. So it's not gonna be the same as it's not gonna be an IDLE. We're gonna use the Sublime Text 3 code editor, and I forgot to do a video about how to install it on Mac. So the next video is gonna be how to install it on Mac. But basically, I'm just gonna use a Sublime Text code editor instead of IDLE. So I'm just gonna open that up, and then I'm gonna go to a new file, basically. Yeah. So I have this new file. Don't worry about these things. It's just a project I wanted to work on. So just this file, okay? So let's say actually when I'm working with Sublime and Text 3, it's actually different from the IDLE, because before it was like the newbie way to do it. So I'm going to teach you all of it, how to do it on Windows, because like basically you put the code inside here, and then let's say I have to save it. So as print hello, and then let's save it. Save print hello.py. Let's call it test. Then I'm gonna save it in my work folder that I made. Save. And then I'm going to go in my terminal. Don't worry about these things. I'm going to go on my terminal now. And then I'm just gonna go back. And then and then I'm gonna go in my documents folder. So now when I write cd cd is short for current directory. So you can't see my face. Wait a second. Okay. So then let's say you go so right now we were in the home folder. So the home folder is where all of these things are inside. It's a home folder. And then we went to documents. So right now the terminal is in this thing. So now we have 4 options: Arduino, CodeStuff, YouTube, or work. And I saved it in work. So I'm gonna go to work. Now we're in here, and that's where my test.py is. So how we run it is Python 3 test.py. There we go. Hello. So why did I do the IDLE? Because on Mac Python 2 is already installed, and like you can't install Python 3 because I want Python 3, not Python 2, because Python 2 is already installed on Mac, but you can't delete it or anything. So like let's say I want to install Python 3, I want to go on the site like I showed you on Windows. It won't work because let's say I don't know, I want to make a code or install a module on it. Well, I might install a module for Python 2, and then the files get confused together, and then it makes a bunch of errors, and then you don't know what's happening. So yeah, so I didn't install Python 3 like I did on Windows, as it can be very frustrating. I installed it another way. Actually, it took me a lot of time because I'm a beginner on Mac. I had someone to teach me how to do it, and so yeah. So also there's this env thing. It's a virtual env. It's a virtual environment, and I'll teach you a virtual environment, I think, in the next video also, because it's very important, and I didn't use it much in Windows, but now in Mac it's pretty important, and it's pretty easy to install, not like Python, because Python took me like, I had a lot of errors and stuff like that. So yeah, so we just did we just ran a code on Mac. So let's say I'm gonna show you this next video, but this is not because this tutorial's video is not gonna be about how to run code on Mac or how to install virtual env. It's gonna be about function closers. So let's delete this. Move this. Don't save. And then I'm gonna empty trash. Alright, and now let's make a new folder. So file new. And then here we go. So now let's make let's do it like this. Oh, my face cam is gone. Let's see. Put it on here. So function closure. You can just skip this. I'm just trying to see something. Okay, I have a better idea maybe. Okay, this can go on top. Okay. So go here. No, let's go on top. Uh-oh. Okay, that's not what I wanted to do. So I'm just gonna put it here. Try to make it full screen for you guys. No, don't go here. Go here. And then I can start going right here. And there we go. Okay, obviously it won't work. So I'm just gonna put it like this. Okay, you guys can see me, right? Okay. Alright, you guys can see me better. I mean, you can see me and you can see the code. So yeah, let's start with function parameters. So first of all, make sure it's Python. Okay, and now let me make a function. I mean, not function parameters, function closers. Let's make a function. Let's call it test1, and then let's put an argument in here, and it's gonna be var, and then enter. Also, I'm also going to make another video about how to customize the Sublime text preferences like I did. I customized it a little bit. So if I go on Sublime and preferences settings, I customize it a little bit. I put where is it? In Consolata here, I put font face in Consolata. I put color scheme, Monokai. I really like it. It's like this black thing, color scheme, you know. And then there's this word wrap equal true. I'm not sure what that is. And then theme, adaptive Sublime theme, that's the theme. Sublime linter, false, vintage, whatever. But I didn't change it very much. But very much. Okay, yeah. So now let's continue. So let's say I print var. Let's print the argument, and then let me do another function inside the function, which is called a nested function. So let's call it test2. And then, no. I messed something up. I just messed it up real bad. That's 2. And then it takes an argument called var2. There we go. And then let's print. Print var2. And then after that, we're going to call test2. So this should be good. And then let's call test1. And I forgot to put this. There we go. Put that. Make sure it's pretty and stuff. And now let's go through it. So I don't know if I have a sticky note somewhere or like something to draw on because it's on Mac. Let's see what I have here. My thing is gone. Let's just see what I have. Something to draw on, please, something to draw on. I don't think I have anything to draw on. Let me take a sticky notes. Where's my sticky notes? Actually, let's not do that. So let's say we're doing a function. So define, obviously you always have to define when you function. And we call it test1. And then we're going to take one argument called var. And then we're going to print that argument. And then we make another function called a nested function. And then we're going to call it test2. We're going to take another argument, which we call var2. And then we're going to print that argument. And then we're going to call test2 from test1. So obviously when test1 is ran, so let's go through it like a computer. So there we go. That's much better. So let's go through it like a computer. So the computer, obviously, when you don't run a function, when you don't call it, it doesn't run. So it just skips these. It comes over to here, test1. So you call test1, it goes back on top. sees this, you take one argument, it prints that argument, and then it skips this because we didn't call it, and then we call it, we go on top, it goes on top, and then it prints var2, and that's it. So let's try this, but this we have to put a argument. Got it, 1, 2, 3. Control S, test, and we're gonna save it. Documents, work, save, and then let's go on my terminal. Python 3. Oh no, wait, we're in work. Okay, Python 3 test.py. So it's giving me an error, missing one required positional argument. Oh, I forgot to put an argument for the test2 because here we're waiting for an argument to put in. So let's put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Control S or Command S on Mac. So then we go back to a terminal. Python 3. So Python 3, and then we call it test.py. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Boom! Dance. Dance. Okay, so yeah, so it just worked. So basically, so what it just did is it went here, test 1, 2, 3, test 1, 1, 2, 3. It goes back, it prints 1, 2, 3 here, and then we go back here, 4, 5, 6, and it prints 4, 5, 6. Boom! And if you want to change it, you can just go here, lol, and then it's gonna print lol 4, 5, 6. Make sure to save this, and then go back here, Python 3 test.py. lol 4, 5, 6. Yeah. Okay, so now you know all about nested functions in Python. So also next video I'm going to be talking about how to install Sublime Text on Mac, and then next video after that I'm going to be talking about the virtual environment, how to activate the virtual environment on Mac. Then after that I'm going to show you how to customize Sublime Text on Mac. I have a bunch of videos on Arduino. Also, if you don't know, I have an Arduino series. Go check it out. And yeah, so subscribe, like, and comment if you have any questions. I really appreciate it. And I'll see you guys next time.